Good morning. Okay, it was found out that Wike, slumped when he was having a gathering with his friends, just recently, and it was reported that he was flown to France urgently as in order to face or the doctor to give him that medical attention that he needs. What's your take as regards this?
I don't. When the development this news broke, I know a lot of people are trying to get different source to it. We're expecting Wike SA to react, or his office to react to that. We have not seen anything now, but it was alleged on a good note that he has already been flown to France as a result of how the whole thing took place in a gathering where he actually slumped and was rushed to a nearby Abuja clinic. Maybe there was no facilities there to look at it very well. There was no doctors, to engage him, to look at the how they are going to revive him and all that.
Is that not a shame to our country?
Of course, it is a shame, but also looking at what has led Wike to an extent. Is he having stroke? Is he having cancer? What is actually, if you see some of the build up, that maybe that's as a result of the build up of pressure that is coming from what we saw that happened in River State, where the governor state of emergency and all that, and it is being tailored towards one man. And from somebody's analysis, it was saying that it looks like the pressure has come on Wike so deeply, and to the extent that he got drunk. Yes, because when they tested, they found out that enough of 75 cl spirit, liquid content only, was found in the system, and has also given him partial stroke. And from there, they managed to fly him to France. Currently now, Wike is incapacitated. Wike has been relegated to the bed, where I believe that he might likely be getting medical attention. And another fact is that from the report we are having, which we are still going to verify or find out, is that the issue that has to do with his health currently now is just 50-50 at the moment. But
that means in a critical situation.
Yeah, a critical situation. That's what we are hearing, and I believe that at this point now, people are beginning to ask questions to themselves. What is actually happening to?
But is this not law of karma coming to take place?
Possibly, and that's what people are speculating. That he brought a lot of burden on the River State government, and he connived with all sorts of people and brought him. Now, you can see currently now, even in that River State, the administrator himself has sacked everybody and installed loyalists to Wike, to
every sector.
You understand? And they have already warned him that there's one Ijo thunder that's already disturbing Wike, but we don't know how that thing comes. And they say that Wike has been going down in terms of his physical appearance, and people are asking.
No, that's true. 3-4 years ago, we know that.
Yes, Wike to be somehow busty or something, with a lot of flesh on him. You understand? But we are seeing this Wike now, getting down on maybe because of this. But the whole thing is that it has gotten to the level that maybe the BP coupled with the intake of liquid alcohol, according to the report, that was what led to him slumping down, and the federal government or his men or whatever his age were able to fly in. We expected that the news would break out in all the dailies, but we have not seen that. But I can tell you that speculations like this, reports like this, should not be put. It's going to be a very big cheering news for the job people, and they are going to say, yes, we don't catch up. Now we do up. Now we do this. But that, you understand? He has brought a lot of this in, a lot of, and the whole thing is spreading to violence at this point in time. And imagine a situation where this thing finally happened, and Wike, unfortunately survive, or he did not survive it. Imagine what will actually happen in River State. It will send a serious signal on the side of justice. It will send a
even corrupt politicians.
Yes, it will send a certain signal on the era of supposed error, claim of godfatherism within Nigerian political space. And of course, it will fracture, it will puncture Bola Ahmed Tinubu's political calculation in Rivers State. And also, it will give a rise, a spring up. There will be rise of, more pro Ijaw people, pro Rivers State, pro Fubara, to finally come in man and say, we prayed and God answered our prayers. Unfortunately, nobody is actually praying for that. But let Wike stay alive and see how justice is going to be done on the issue that brought about the emergency and of course the suspension of the governor. That's what people are saying, and that's the news everywhere. And of course, currently now, as I'm telling you now, we are expecting that there should be a press release in that regard to debunk or to say exactly the situation of Minister of FCT, former governor of Rivers State, Nyesom Wike, state of health, whether he's on emergency or not. What Nigerians are asking to know.
Are you not looking at it as a spiritual attack? Because we saw recently, the people of Ijaw, with caskets, of putting up Wike's obituary. Are you not looking at it as a spiritual, spiritual thing? That has been...
You see, it can happen. I'm making you understand, because person do you something wey pay you reach body. My brother, you get as they pay. And I tell you, you go try to if any means you are going to use. You understand. But something prompted what we saw that led to the massive protest of RIP Wike, RIP, Nyesom, spreading within the Ijaw community and environment. But I can tell you, that it's possible because they said an Ijaw god is after Wike. We don't know the Ijaw god that's already after Wike, has been deployed against Wike. I pray that he was able to get a medical treatment in France where it was alleged to have been flown. And it might be from the president directive that he should go to France, because that's where also we know that Bola Ahmed Tinubu normally goes to get his medical attention. That he just celebrated his 73 birthday when Wike is already on emergency state of emergency somewhere in the hospital here in France. So that is what it is now, currently now. So how Wike is going to come out of this? Nigerians are watching, the whole world is watching, the Ijaw people are watching. You understand? So the two states of emergency now, is that of Wike in France and the one in Rivers State. Those are these two state of emergency now. The one is associated to health, the other one is associated to politics. So at this point, that's the game currently now. What we are saying is that in as much as there is this injustice done to Rivers State as a result of whatever politics has been condemned by good Lord Jonathan, been condemned by several groups, well-meaning Nigerians, everybody seems to be condemning it, and the governor of Bayelsa State also came out tough against Wike. Everybody is saying Wike should not dare to step his foot in Bayelsa State, since he said that the Ijaws is the minority of minority. That they will tell him that Bayelsa, where the former president, good Lord Jonathan, came from, and of course enjoying the good democracy under Governor Diri presently now, will not want to spare sea or anything that has to do with Wike, either by spirit or shadow. They don't want to see him as a result of what Wike has brought to the people.
So Wike will not be stepping his foot in Bayelsa.
Wike must not be seen around Bayelsa State, according to Governor Diri.
Do you not think Governor Diri is just boasting?
Well, until we get to that level, until we get to that level where we will now want to test the might of Governor Diri, then we will know what to do at a point in time. But currently now, it's not his jurisdiction. Anyway, those have right to be anywhere, but he cannot be seen to mount pressure on the governor of Bayelsa State simply because he perceived that the governor is supporting the injustice meted against Wike in River State. So if Wike is coming from that angle, he also threatened Governor Oti of Abia State. He said Wike, considering their closeness to the governor or the suspended governor of River State. We must understand that very well, and we must be a clear thing that any attempt, if you threat Bayelsa under Governor Diri, will be massively resisted.
But we've heard President Tinubu come out and say that he's not trying to gain or capture River State. That what he's just trying to do is to instill peace and unity in River State. But a lot of people have come out and say, even we've seen the opposition party PDP and a Labour Party come out and say that he's doing it just for 2027 election. But do you think Tinubu is doing what he's doing in River State because of his greed?
No, of course, it's becoming very clear. The sole administrator there currently now has sent everything that has to do with people that we are employed. Head of service and all rest of them. Most of them are resigning with allegations of Kuparas linking himself to reducing. So that is what it is. So at this point now, it's a clear politics. It's a clear political game, and they should know that what is happening in River State is all about 2027. But it's a very dark politics, because I can say it on from now on that Bola Ahmed Tinubu knows how to play dark politics, and for you to struggle on that direction with him, you have to be on the side of life. That's the only way you can defeat him. So any injustice that's been carried out in River State, justice must be seen to be pursued in that direction. Whether they like it or not. Thank you. The Ijaw nation has declared, and if you try to invade Bayelsa, then we will tell you that we are Ijaw. This is coming from the governor of Bayelsa State, Governor Diri. What actually is going on now?
Yes, Governor Diri, I love your mind as spoken. I love your confidence. I love your faith. I love your standing. Yes, because Wike have caused a lot of insult, embarrassment to the Ijaw nation, to the Ijaw Republican, to Niger Delta, to the elders of the state. Wike have insulted them. Wike have ridiculed them. Wike, have messed them up. Wike have, in fact, he has cut more than he can chew. So he shouldn't be given, such immunity and such respect. Again, he shouldn't be treated as so special again, because he is an embarrassment and an insult he has given to Fubara. And let me tell you, when you talk about Niger Delta, you are talking about Biafra. When you talk about Niger Delta, you are talking about the people of the ancient. You understand? The people that have been in existence before you were born. Something that is already on the ground before they even get married to your mother. Before they even born the papa that born your papa. Then you wake up one day, you think you can mess it up. I love the decision, I love the outspoken of the man, and I love what has happened, and I love because Diri is a man of his word.
Do you see this issue as a fight to stamp out northern influence in the Niger Delta area?
Of course, yes. It is the high time the governors wake up from their slumbering. It is the high time the Easterners should wake up, should do the needful. It is the high time the Biafran governors, because there are things they are tolerating that the Northerners cannot tolerate. So why should that be given to us, that thing which they will not take from us? So, Diri, I give you kudos. It is a signal to the North, especially these Fulanis. Let them mind their own houses, let them mind their place. Enough of this nonsense. They are not people, they are not the kind of people to live with, because they don't have the like mindset with you. So let them face their own place, and everybody mind their own business.
Are you surprised that from news reported or allegedly that Wike has been flown to France? Currently
yes,
now,
because the heart attack,
on
you know what
emergency.
it means.
According to, I don't know what is happening to Wike, but it's like, he might not be able to get another solution from what you are done. If the news is true.
One of the elders says something. when this crisis, started, he said that there is something that they evoke from the gods of the land to fight Wike, that Wike should check himself before and now. He said that the same thing that they will evoke it again. This time around, that Wike will not get himself. I watched the video. So what is fighting Wike now is the gods of the land. The deities, the power, the olden power, the ancient powers, the ancestors of Wike is now against Wike. Because Wike stepped on their toes. Wike insulted them, Wike embarrassed them. So they need to, see there is something, this Wike is a boy, is a pikin. And you wake up, begin to insult your ancestors. They will let you know, say they existed before you. So the slumbering of Wike, and another news I want to hear is that Wike is dead. That is the next news. Slumbering is just a mere one. The next one is the burial of Wike. So that Wike, if he come to this world again, he will know how to address his ancestors. He will have respect for the elders. So that he will have respect for the elders. How can you say that they are just people in the minority? How can you open your mouth and wake up and begin to insult them anyhow? No. You don't abuse and you don't, bite the finger that feed you. Wike is alive today. Wike become governor. Wike becoming whatsoever he became in life, was approved by the ancestors. It was as a result of the back of the ancestors that landed Wike where he is today, not by his own power. So he should respect that and take note.